I always think that it must be incredibly hard to design something fresh and new these days, especially for micro brands. A limited budget and a small team, all while trying to create something eye-catching and out of the box. For the brand I'm featuring today though, Pedral, it seems to be second nature. Hi guys, my name is Jason and I am your watch guy today. I have a new micro brand, a new emerging micro brand in today. They go by the name of Pedral and their new release, the Artefact, is about to hit Kickstarter. This is not your average looking watch. It really breaks the mold when it comes to design, but it still has a level of elegance and sophistication that really does elevate it past plenty of competitors. Now this is going to hit Kickstarter and it's going to be available for €299 for the first 48 hours. Definitely means you need to go into the description, click that link and sign up for some notifications. This one's going to absolutely blow you away, so let's get into it. If there's one way to my heart when it comes to watches, it's a brightly coloured dial. When I was speaking to Kevin from Pedral, I asked him very politely if he could send me in his orange dial Artefact, and I am really grateful that he has done, because this is bloody beautiful. The case shape of this piece really adds so much to this watch. It's really out of the box. I don't know what I'd exactly call it, but what I do know is it gives a really lovely sports style piece effect and would make for the perfect gather watch. Go anywhere, do anything, while also remaining really elegant. The casing has a lovely mixture of lineal brushing and high polished edges. The polishing flows through the chamfered edges and the side of the bezel and really breaks up that brushing really nicely. Definitely adds a really smooth look to the watch. They've even added a chamfered edge to the lower section of the casing. I really can't tell you how much I've enjoyed wearing this piece and getting to know it. Speaking of which, probably time for me to give you the dimensions. In diameter, I have it in at 40.7 millimeters. It is 11.1 millimeters thick. Lug to lug comes in at 47.2 millimeters, and the lugs on this piece come in at 12 millimeters. The Pedral logo is signed to the crown, and this crown has a really good level of grip, and it's a great size to be able to get a hold of and use. This is a simple pull push crown, and the only position on this crown is for the handset. No date window here. We do have a display case back here, and that shows off the 9039 movement and that signed rotor. Now the outer edge of this case back will be changed in production, be aware. The watch is provided with 100 meters of water resistance, and that is ideal for this sports style piece. The crystal is a sapphire crystal, and it does have multiple layers of AR coating on the underside of the crystal. Now that means that we will have a better visibility to the dial, but the AR coating won't scratch over time. A really nice feature to this watch is the scratch resistant coating added to it. It provides it with a HV level resistance of 1200, really adding to its capability as a gather watch. And this whole experience is obviously brought together by this uniquely shaped casing. Moving on to the showpiece of this watch, the incredible dial. The multi-layered effect of this dial adds so much substance to the watch overall. The inner section and lower layer has a beautiful giller-shaped pattern to it that definitely adds to the elegance of the piece, whilst the outer layer or the upper dial has a sunburst effect to it, all in this beautifully orange colour. To add a little bit of legibility to the timekeeping aspect of this piece, we do have a printed minute track. That's a train track style minute track. The Pedral logo is applied to the lower section of the dial. This is available in multiple different dial options, so definitely go and check out the Kickstarter campaign or the website. I personally would opt for this orange dial. As I said, I think it's absolutely gorgeous, but there are other colourful and more reserved dials available. The hand applied indices, yes, hand applied indices, definitely add to this dial and its design. The mixture between the Arabic numerals at the 3, 6, 9 and 12 and the batons really do leave me with a lovely warm feeling inside. They are loomed in the center with a stainless steel effect border to them. The shorter baton profile definitely adds to the Arabic numerals and gives them a little bit of a centerpiece effect. And we all know that I love Arabic numerals on the dial. Another thing to mention is that they do stand quite proudly above that dial, and again add to the level of depth that the piece has. The sword style handset does seem like a simple one, but it adds a little bit of flair to the tips of these hands. They are finished at the end with a Pedral A, which I absolutely love. They are also loomed, and you know what that means. Time for the Lume Shot. Here's the charged Lume Shot to the Pedral Artefact. Now, I think it's actually pretty good. It stands up pretty well. It's bright enough for me. One thing to mention though is that Kevin's already told me that he's going to improve this in production, which can only really be a good thing, can't it? As I say, I do really think that's pretty good. Right now, I'll give it a 7 out of 10. If it gets any better, we can see it go to the 8 or 9 points. Well done to Pedral. We have an integrated style bracelet on this watch, and that really does add to the smooth flowing vibe of the piece. The bracelet is fully brushed, but it does have edges of polish to add a little bit of elegance to it. As well as that, is fully articulated and definitely aids to the fit of the watch on wrist. We do have a simple clasp on this one. It has the Pedral logo signed to it, double pushers and a safety. There are 4 levels of micro adjust, and it is a milled clasp. Push pins secure these links, and I do really feel like this bracelet adds a lot to the watch. It definitely doesn't feel like something that's just been an afterthought. This is definitely part of the entire design. Let's get this on the wrist so you can fully appreciate that. Here we have the Artefact on wrist, and as I've mentioned already, it wears pretty well. I really have enjoyed having this one on, and it's easily been an everyday watch for me. I've found myself going to it over the other watches that I'm reviewing at the minute, and that definitely tells me something about the quality of the fit, as well as how much I actually like it. It's a beautiful, beautiful watch, and I think you guys should be very excited about the price that it's being offered out at. As you can see, this is an incredible looking watch, and I feel like an incredibly lucky chap to have it on the channel. I definitely owe Kevin a thanks for letting me introduce you to his brand and this artifact. As incredible as this watch is, I'm still a reviewer, and I have to offer you up some negatives to the piece, and I've tried really hard this time. I love this case shape, and it's a really brave move to see them use something so unique. However, it's not going to be for everyone. As they said in the 50s, some people are square, and in the watch world, some people are just circle. Now, that's not a bad thing. Some of us like out of the box thinking, and some of us like sticking to the norm. That's why this will divide consumers. They are going to be offering an upgrade to the clasp on the campaign. That will be an on-the-fly adjustment. Personally, I kind of like to see that come as a standard. Overall, this watch is incredible for the price point. Even when it gets to its full retail price of 650 euros, I still think it's well worth it. Every part of it exudes elegance, apart from that clasp. Now, don't get me wrong, the clasp isn't bad in any way. It's just that it doesn't fit with the overall overwhelming elegance of the piece. Honestly, I just think that it would complete this watch as a no-brainer, and I definitely think it has that potential to be an absolute killer on the market. Thanks for watching this one, guys. I absolutely fell in love with this piece, and I think you will too. It's such a fresh look on watchmaking, and it's exactly what I love to see from the micro brand world. It shows the big boys that sticking to the mold isn't always what we want, and sometimes breaking out and thinking outside the box is what we need. Check out Pedral in the description. I have linked their website and their campaign. Definitely sign up for those notifications if you want a stunning deal. Remember to subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in the next one.